there, YouTube? I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today, I am very excited to be checking out the 8th most popular project in all games. That is Paperback 10th Anniversary plus Typewriter. And wow, I feel old. Paperback celebrates 10 years, new edition that expanded and updated new travel word game ... So, looking at the main image, I'm not the biggest fan of it. Like, if we actually really look at what it is, there's a 10th anniversary sticker, which you could barely see is a 10th anniversary sticker, not to mention the fact that that's redundant, because it literally says 10th anniversary, 10 years. Also, we kind of focus on the artwork and kind of not. We mentioned Typewriter, but I don't even know what that is. I think that's the new travel edition. Maybe. I just, you don't tell me it's a deck building game. I wish there was just more conveyed to both new and returning backers, to be quite frank. I mean, about the only thing that I'm excited about is I'm saying, oh, is Paperback now in a travel edition, or is this just you launching a whole other game that you think other people who are fans of your games will be? And I will say, Tim Fowers has one of the best track records, at least that I can think of, in our hobby, which I'm sure we'll spotlight a little bit further down. So I'm just naturally excited for this game as well. Also, before I get into it, I do want to give a shout out to Paperback Adventures, or Paperback Tales, I think it is. It's on Steam right now. It's a really, really enjoyable word game that you might want to check out. But let's check out the video. As always, when you go in the video, I'm thinking three things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go.
The Paperback 10th Anniversary Edition comes with a fresh coat of paint. Its core card set has been tuned up and expanded, but we didn't want to stop there. There is a new simultaneous draft mode called Deadline. There's a dedicated solo mode where it's a cat and mouse.
So I feel like we're completely focusing right now on people who already know what Paperback is, people who enjoy Paperback, which don't necessarily think is the greatest thing, because I think there's literally tens of hundreds of thousands potentially people who just don't know about Paperback but would love it. It's a deck building spelling game, and it is fantastic at both of them, in my personal opinion. So I don't. The video, like, I like the personal touch, but I don't know. Yeah.
This game between you and an enemy spy. New typo cards can help you buy more, but they come.
Oh, you versus the enemy spy. I do believe that's actually how you play it in the Paperback Tales or Adventures that I was talking about, the Steam game.
At a cost. And what we're most excited for are the genres. These are a unique tech tree for each player. If you want a big payoff for that grand romantic gesture, you're going to need to work through some miscommunication first. And as a bonus, we've developed a travel version of Paperback called Typewriter. It's a game built out of typewriter keys. It cleverly...
You see this smile? That's how much I love Paperback, and that's how much I know I'd probably get Paperback played more if there was a really small portable edition of it. Like, that's... Yes. Yes, please.
Uses flipping keys to keep the word puzzle fresh each turn. And it's even how you recharge your abilities. It's water resistant and portable. You can play it anywhere. Check out the...
See, so that, I think, might be something we want to spotlight on that main image a little bit more. Something different, something unique aside from what we have up there.
Kickstarter page for more information on all these goodies. And one more thing. We've invited the most amazing art talent across the board game world to contribute awesome novel covers for this edition of...
So this I also don't like as well, not mentioned anywhere in the marquee. Vincent Dutray moves the needle. I don't know about Quan Chi Morari. Oh, so Under Falling Skies, Dinosaur Island, The Hall of Mountain King. So yeah, like, this is a big deal. At least maybe mention it somehow.
The game.
Like, all I'm saying is I feel like what we mention now is nowhere as good as what this is.
10 years ago, I was a guy with an idea. I brought that idea to Kickstarter, and that idea became Paperback.
So I feel like this is really what we should have led with here than the... Well, let's keep going.
The deck building word game. That ended up with 1,000 backers. I was surprised. I started to see that I might be able to make board games into a career. Now, it wasn't smooth sailing. I had a lot to learn about
this is fantastic.
Manufacturing and shipping. But I made it work with the help of friends and family. I followed up Paperback with Burgle Bros in 2015.
Great game.
And after that, things started to gain momentum. Later that year, I was able to go full-time making games. Then our catalog really started to grow with Fugitive, Hardback, Now Boarding.
Okay. Not sure why we got this stuff here.
I was able to attend conventions and meet you guys.
There we go.
I was able to hear your stories and I always felt supported and cheered on by the community.
This feels incredibly good on the can you do it aspect, though. I almost feel like we should have led with it, or like half of this at the beginning, then half of this at the end.
That's why, as we head into the 10th anniversary of that initial idea, I didn't want the next edition of Paperback to just be a simple reprint. We wanted it to be a celebration. Let's celebrate together. Thanks for checking out the campaign.
Oh, so you get both in the same box? Because that's hot. Okay, I'm intrigued. Do I want it? This one's difficult for me. I have to put aside my preconceived biases and say,
We've invited...
not necessarily. I don't feel like there's anything here that, like, here's the bottom. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I think we'll get there, but I don't think as someone trying to come at it from that perspective, someone who's completely new to the game, I don't feel like that really wowed me. Aside from the can you do it, Jalop. Designer of board video games. I love creating unique experiences through games. I love mixing board games and video games in unexpected ways. I create the world deck building. I created the word deck builder. Oh my god. Okay. You can see where I nearly flunked out of high school here. I created the word deck builder paperback. I thought for a second he was saying I made the word deck builder. I told Donald X Vaccarino that was okay, I get it now. The heist board game Burgles and Fugitive Deduction game. Also make a few apps. So 11 created, 104 backed. Let's see what we got. Paperback Adventures and Novel World game for 1 to 2 players. Burgle Brothers 2. I know that one's out, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm not particularly nervous on the can you do it. Like I said, I feel like the video did a good job spotlighting that as well. Let's just make sure people got their stuff, though. Replacement metal tokens now available. So if they have their replacement metal tokens, I'm assuming that obviously this has been shipped. Got my copy today, tried to immediately love it. Kind of regretting only getting the thing. I still haven't received my copy. Shoot, I'll talk to Tim and look into that right away. 6 days ago. Nice, guys. So yeah, this looks good. Anyone to help? Hopefully get to that, too. Sky. Yeah, get on that, Sky. But yeah, so... and then this one I'm 95% sure is already out. I've been trying to repeatedly get a response regarding issues, damage, poor production with my copy of the game for a while now. I've gotten any response. Can I get some help? I didn't get my order. Can you please help? I found an excellent Bergman 2's gameplay. Okay, so yeah, just poke in here. Take care of some of those people. But it doesn't look terrible when you factor in that's 2 people and there's 7,838 backers. Wish this video explained a bit more and alluded to the pledge levels. Agree. Yeah, totally. So can you do it? Yeah. I feel fine. I'm not too worried about that. Hopefully Jalop didn't touch any of the story. We're excited because they do terrible at it. We're excited to celebrate the 10th anniversary of Paperback with all you by releasing a new edition of Paperback, as well as a brand new game called Typewriter. We've applied a fresh coat of paint to the graphic design and artwork stuff. Lots of words, lots of type. And here we go. So this is now a larger box. Is this like a Ticket to Ride size box? I don't have an issue with that. It's just the paperback box, much smaller box. It's more like I'd say Cards Against Humanity-esque, but different. It has like this weird thing where the top and the bottom don't quite mish up together, but you don't care. Let's keep going. $32, very reasonable price. Solo mode, token, and die. So yeah, I feel like that's a solid price. No issues with that at all. We got the Typewriter. So this is $29. So this is its own separate pledge level. Interesting. Okay. And then the Paperback 10th Anniversary Edition. Once again, love to know the size of these boxes. We have 3 boxes here, all very ambiguous with the sizes, and hopefully I used that word correctly. I took a swing there on ambiguous. Card sleeve, $68. Okay, so you're getting 2 games here. It feels fine. Ooh, dual layered genre tiles. Those are nice. Okay. So I don't have any issues with the price there. So let's see what do we got. So Typewriter, 151 backers, not much. Paperback, 201 backers, not much. I mean, they're decent numbers. They're a lot higher than I've seen in other things, but this is obviously going to be the most popular pledge level because it gives you both. And it's 350. Oh no, excuse me. It's this one because it's the deluxeified one. What's the difference between this one? What is the difference? Let's see if I can find out real quick. Dual layer genre tiles, 2 double-sided. Oh, the play mats. Yeah, play mats are nice. Like honestly, I played Paperback just a couple months ago. Like, yeah, that's nice. Card sleeves, cool. So you get all the fancy bells, whistles. 167? What the hell? Oh, because everybody wants Typewriter. Here it is. 671. Interesting. Okay. So they have all the pledge levels you might potentially want. So I do like that. And you can see that these are all decent pledge levels because they all have decent amounts of people. 151, 201. I did one last week where it was like 2 pledge levels, one with 8, one with 7 people and one with 18 people. I was like, well, you clearly could have just made those add-ons. So famous artists that are doing stuff now, because this game does have a lot of quirk and charm. Where's a gameplay video? Where's some quotes about the original game? That would have been nice. Next reveal, you got to figure out the person. Okay. Stretch bonus. I feel like this is what AI is for. Just type that into Bing, and I bet they'll figure it out. Stretch bonus. Paperback Volume 2 will be made free on the App Store for 5 days. Wow. Now that I like, because that's not actually costing them anything extra, but it's still providing a good deal of value to people. Like, if you're backing this, you tell me you're not going to just download that, then maybe you don't even keep it. Maybe you're just like, oh, I'll delete it, then I'll come back to it, but now I have permission to download it whenever I want. I love that. I kind of love that pledge level. $200,000. That seems a bit high. That seems a bit high when you were asking for 10,000. So that's our first stretch goal is 190,000, or are there other stretch goals? Yeah, that's a we're thinking about putting a stretch goal in. Oh yeah? What are you thinking? You can do micro stretch goals every 10%, you know? Big stretch goals every 100%? No, we're thinking, what is this? It's 19,000%? Like, what the hell? Someone do the math for me. There, it's real, like, that's such a high stretch goal. But I bet they added that in midstream, I guess. Since this campaign is about celebrating 10 years of Paperback, we wanted to stretch goals a bit differently this time. So we're asking for so much more. 19 times the funding goal. I think that's it. That's just so weird to me. Ambiguous. Open. Yeah, awesome. I got ambiguous right. This stretch bonus will be about giving some gifts back to our awesome supporters. Genres. Now we're talking about what's new with Paperback. Cool. So I don't really like at all how well we have tried to sell this game to new people. There's no gameplay videos. There's no quotes. There's no award reviews. There's no nothing. Nothing at all that makes me like say, oh yeah, this is that. Finally, I get the reprint of this game that I gotta have. Because that's a gold mine for a lot of companies. You know, that's when you see these $1 million, $300,000, $500,000 Kickstarters when it's the second edition. That's big second print run. And I think this has probably had more than one print run. Here we go. So this is a preview. So that's better than nothing. Like, that's not typically what you want to hear about the Kickstarter page. Like, yeah, they had a preview video of the new thing. Here we go. Quotes and reviews. Finally. Find out what other people are saying about the 10th anniversary. I don't, like, why? Okay. Cool. Like, whatever. I want to know about the 10th anniversary. No thanks. On a new solo. Oh, so new solo mode. Now that, take backsies. I thought we were just getting pretty much a reprint. Solo mode, that's a big deal. This is so much better. It's like you're playing against an opponent. A Paperback is my favorite word game of all time. Okay, so I feel like they did salvage the quotes here. Whether you've been playing for 10 years or this is your introduction to Paperback, if you like word games, this one is worth checking out. Whatever. Typewriter does a great job. Like sometimes the quote just doesn't do anything for me. Like, tell me why. I like how the core puzzle is simple, but keeps evolving to give you a different challenge each turn. There we go. Like some more specifics. When you spell a word, you flip the tiles in that word. That simple mechanic creates deep decisions and is impressively elegant. Now, these quotes are so much better than these other ones you paid for. Or maybe you paid for these ones too. I don't know. But dang. Richard, bold, innovative turns, works word games on their head in several ways. So is this the original plate? Okay, cool. So they do have the quotes. They're just really far down. While I'm not a big speller, nor am I keen on spelling games, Paperback won me over with its artwork and unique spin. It is. I'm not a spelling game fan either. This is one of my favorite spelling games of all time. Paperback puts you in the place of the writer, creating words, building a career, and looking for fame. Whatever. Like, hey, there's the theme.
Here's how the game is set up.
All right, so we got Dice Tower Review. I'm so impressed with this game. Automatic collection game forming. Cool. That does actually mean a lot, especially coming from Tom Vassell. Granted, it was Tom Vassell 10 years ago. It was a different Tom Vassell from now, but still, rock solid quote. Great quote there, Spotlight. Because that's, honestly, when we do my Thoughts for the Corner segment where I play games with my game group and we talk about it after the fact, that's one of the questions I always ask. Would this actually make your collection? Is it good enough? And granted, everybody's collection is different, so it's different, but I still think it's valuable information. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pledge levels, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 shipping things. Fantastic. Thank you. Like this, I feel like You're like, wow, that's weird. Why are you thanking them? That should be what everybody does. Yeah, it should be. It really should be. It's not. So that's great. $7, $9. So what am I looking for the all-in deluxe and typewriter? $101. That doesn't feel great. Like, that doesn't... What? It's play mats. It's play mats. You got the play mats, okay? I got to remember it's a deluxe-fied version. That's what I got to tell myself. But I'm just looking, because I love Paperback. I think it's a great game. But then I was like, wow, $101 for Paperback, and then essentially a micro game that's a version of Paperback. That seems like a lot, but then you get these huge playmats. I think, well, actually, I don't know if they're huge, because you didn't tell me if they're huge, but we got 4 different playmats, dual layer. So we're getting deluxe components. Okay? $101. Still doesn't feel great to me. But it's deluxe, and deluxe means that we can charge a lot. That's how it works. That's why everybody deluxifies right there. Why pledge? 10th anniversary team. Stuff, people, things, jalop. Oh, I hate you. You ruin everything. And let me rephrase that. You ruin everything on a Kickstarter page. I'm sure all the stuff they do behind the scenes, great. Marketing, advertising, whatever. Good stuff. But you let them touch anything on your Kickstarter page. Generally, it's just, ugh. Is the new solo mode compatible with genres? Yes, but not all of them. Yeah, 101 seems a bit steep. It does. Because it's like, did you give me a full component list here? No, you didn't. Oh, here it is. No, you didn't. Oh, yeah, you did. 68 cards, genre, powers, and type. No, you didn't. Because why would we do that? So it's $32. Yeah, okay. But it's for playmats. It's for playmats. Keep telling myself it's for playmats. You're getting playmats. Okay, got it. Updates. We made it to 100K bonus crossword. So we got 0 comments and 0 comments, which tells me these are incredibly unengaging updates. So unengaging that no one has responded to it. No one literally even said, congratulations, you did. Like, that one is the most surprising to me, that update 1 has 0 comments. Like, normally you always have to be like, oh, great job, excited to see the things and stuff. We want to send out a quick message. Thank you for your support. We reached our funding goal quickly, and we're excited to see how far this momentum carries us, okay? And then right here, what do we got here? Oh, a crossword. That's interesting. Things are going great. Thank you so much for your support. We have lots more artist reveals coming from some big names in the upcoming days. Then maybe you should focus on that on the main marquee. If that's going to be the big thing that you're hoping is going to keep this ship sailing, because it's obviously not going to be that stretch goal. No one's excited for that stretch goal because you put it at a ludicrously high number. Ludicrously high. Now, granted, the good thing is that you're probably going to walk that number back at some point, because, like, that's just so stupid high. $66 for the non-deluxe bundle seems fair, though. It does. It does. I would agree with that one, because that's MSRP for a very proven game. Granted, you didn't actually do the proven to me, so that's the thing that really I don't like either. Like, I'm pretty sure that when we go to Tim Fowler's designer page and see what he's ranked on all these games, it's going to be very impressive. Yet you didn't spotlight in any way, shape, or form, aside from, yeah, we made other stuff. Yeah, you know what? There's a lot of game designers out there who make a lot of mediocre games. Like, and I'm not knocking them. Like, they're trying their asses off, and they're hoping the next one's going to be the big one, and maybe it's a rule book. But yeah, this is 4 games roughly in the top 1,000. 5 games in the top 2,000. 6 games in the top 2,500. Walkstars, totally underrated. So these are, look at these. This is game after game, just consistently highly ranked. Wow, what happened? What the hell happened in Walkstar 3rd edition? It went from, okay, that's weird. But these are very highly rated games, and yet I don't feel like they spotlighted that nearly enough. And Paperback in itself, I bet this is a top 100 word game. Yeah. Okay. So they don't have the specific word game category. But yeah, I think you need to spotlight. Put some more respect on Tim Fowler's names, Tim. Like, I'm saying it to him. Put some more respect on your name. So, final grade on this one. Let's check out the comments. Because the updates, yeah. Not really. Yeah, but I'd mention that artwork if that's the thing you're going to focus on. Love your games. I love paperwork, burger marks, now boarding, and word domination. Just back for Typewriter so far. I have a few questions. What size are the keys in Typewriter? Yeah, dimensions of things not really mentioned. We're looking at this. They put it on the Kickstarter page. The plan for Typewriter is 4 players, but if there's interest, we can do a 5th as a stretch goal. Oh, yeah. Did you not include the player count, the time length, and the age for your game that you're trying to sell me? Ew, that's gross, Tim. No, it's right there. They just didn't look. Okay, never mind. Not on Tim. It's on them. Because that's That's like super rookie stuff if you don't put the player count, time, length, and age on something you're trying to sell as a board game to people. So, final grade for Paperback, the 10th anniversary typewriter. Do I want it? Yes, as a fan of Tim Fowler's games, and I think I've played about 4 of them. I've enjoyed every single one of them, and I think he's a fantastic designer. Anything he puts out, I'm going to be excited for, especially a micro-esque game, which is a genre that really deeply appeals to me. So, as a Paperback fan, yeah. Especially considering there's 4 pledge levels, so I don't have to get the big fancy one with the playmats. I can get this and that. And that one seems fine to me. That one seems fine to me. And I'm glad that Chris pointed that out. Because I was looking at the big one and I was like, not like this one. I have no issues. It's just when we get... Okay, so, do I want it? As a return, as a new person? No. No, I don't feel like he convinced me in any way, shape, or form. Like, yeah, it's 10 years old, but there's a lot of games that are 10 years old that don't really hold up, especially deck building games. And I'm going to put a huge, especially in all bold deck building games, just because that's the interesting thing about deck building. Deck building's one of the newer genres. If you're newer to the hobby, you might not know that. But yeah, what was it? Dominion was the first deck building game. And that wasn't that long ago. That was like 11, 12 years ago. So there was a lot of other deck building games that came out the next few years after that, and some of them have not aged as well as other ones. Paperback has aged well, but I don't feel like they spotlighted that enough. Like, we focused a lot on, like, artists, like, hey, we're going to get artists to do fancy cards for the game. Like, it's just not it. And then the stretch goal, like honestly, I laughed at your stretch goal. And if a consumer is laughing at your stretch goal, that's really bad. Like, when it's, $200,000. What's the next? Well, why don't you flip out the next one, Tim? Is that for $1.8 million? Are we going to keep up the trend we have now? Like, it's the stretch goal, no. Even though it is a banger of a stretch goal. Like, it's a great idea, but it's like, no. So do I want it? As a new person, no. I don't feel like I was convinced in any way, shape, or form. And I feel like I could have very easily been convinced. Because we do get down to some really good stuff, but it's buried just all the way down. Like, look where we finally start trying to sell people paperback the game. Like, in the context of the page, we are about 80% down the page. And this is really the first time I feel like we put some solid effort into selling someone new the game. Because Tom Vasel, there's a lot of other content creators out there, but Tom Vasel, in my opinion, still moves the needle. Dice Tower, not as much, but Tom Vasel, yeah, still. And let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. So do I want it? Mixed bag. Can you do it? Yeah, I'm not really worried about that. It doesn't look like there's some customer service issues here and there, but every company has that. I'm not particularly worried about them. Can you do it? Yeah. Do I want it? Yeah, mixed bag. How much is it? Kickstarter reasonable, except for that last one. That last one kind of just not the greatest. And maybe that's because I don't know the size of the boxes. Maybe that's because I don't know the size of the playmats. Maybe that's because I don't really have a great feel for the components. Like, this, I feel like this pledge area, functional, but lifeless. Not great. And especially considering it doesn't actually have all the pledge levels either. Because isn't there the 4th one? Isn't there the big 92? So that's odd to me, and maybe they added this midstream or something, but it just seems odd that your most popular pledge level, and what you'd probably know is going to be your most popular pledge level, especially if you watch the Kickstarter critique every day, because Bauer's Law says the most popular pledge level is always going to be the one with the biggest, fanciest bells and whistles, the card sleeves and this and that and the other ones, and if it's not, that's on you. So you probably knew this was going to be the most popular pledge level, yet you don't even list it here in the pledge levels, just weird stuff like that. But how much is it? It's Kickstarter reasonable, I guess. I mean, it's $100. I love that. It's $100. Like that, like 10 years ago, I'd be like, damn, it's $100. And I was like, oh, it's only $100 for this. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It's only $100 for this deck building game and this micro game where you spell things with tiles. It's only $100 for that. Oh, okay. So final grade. C-, I think. They don't really highlight the sturdy zipper bag that you can use as a carrying case for Typewriter. Damn, Chris, yeah, that's great. What? There's a sturdy zipper bag? Is this it? Oh, I see it. I see the zipper. It's right there. Chris has better eyesight than me. Yeah, they don't like. That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm going back to. Like, this feels lifeless. What's the size of this? What's the size of any of this stuff? You do. Yeah, I'm gonna go with C minus. I'm gonna go with a C minus because I'm a Tim Fowers homer. But you could talk me into a D plus, I think. Because at the end of the day, what I always try to do before I give a poor grade is think, what do I really like that they did in their Kickstarter page? What I feel like the personal touch was nice. I think like it was just odd. Like the whole video was a little. I felt like it was disjointed a little bit, but it was nice. I don't feel like it was great. Main description, nice. In fact, I like the fact that we're spotlighting it's 10 years old. I like the idea of getting all these artists because once again, art really moves the needle. Art does move the needle for a lot of people. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go with C minus, but C minus. Meh, didn't wow me. Can't really say I want this game C minus as well. It's a great game though. If you like deck building games and word games, this is a must try. Period. And I would almost say if you don't like spelling games, this is a must try, which I know sounds so weird, but I think this game is so damn good that it transcends the spelling game category. Like, I have nothing but love for this game, and yet I'm still C minus, probably realistically a D plus. But let me know in the comments below, what is your final grade for Paperback, the 10th anniversary plus Typewriter, which I really want to check out. Like, I love micro games. Let me know in the comments below, and as always, if you're enjoying the content, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below. I'm trying to reach 17,000 subscribers in 2023 to make my biggest year ever. Bye-bye.